Dişin gari. Mulo. Bu neyse de çare.
What's up, guys? Spacelord here, and I'm going to talk about my hormone therapy and shit that's going on with that. I'm probably going to make this like a 3-part video so I can talk about the different parts of it. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the background and some of the shit that's led me up to actually getting testosterone injections. Everybody wants to know the punchline. They want to know sort of what the results was. So here's a picture of me before I got the injections, and then this is what I look like now. So overall, I would say it's pretty fucking effective. But seriously though, guys, I never really thought that I had low testosterone. In fact, I would make fun of people and call them low T faggots, and now that kind of hurts. It's anyway, let's just move on. But when I think of low testosterone, like if I think of a dude and I think of, okay, what is a guy that has low testosterone? What do they look like? You know, I picture someone like this. And that's not the kind of dude I am. That's not the kind of dude I've ever been. I mean, I'm a guy that, you know, goes to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, and I eat healthy. I'm fucking active. I've managed to spew out a bunch of fucking kids. Women find me attractive. I've got a really amazing beard. I'm a strong motherfucker. I've been involved in martial arts and all kinds of shit. So, you know, I'm not this little pussy. And at no time did I really become, you know, like a pushover, or, I mean, you know, you guys know my personality from my videos and shit. So again, I never suspected that my testosterone was low. Another thing that a lot of people may think of when they think of low T is not having a sex drive or shit like that, and that also wasn't a problem with me. It never was. So, you know, I never thought it was an issue. Now, okay, so how did it come around that, you know, I got tested or whatever? Well, over the past couple years, like, I've been feeling shittier and shittier. And I didn't really know what was going on. I thought, you know, maybe it's just stress from fucking work and all the shit I gotta deal with. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Or, you know, I didn't know. But, you know, like when I would sleep, I would wake up and I would feel like I got fucking hit by a truck. It was a struggle to get myself to the gym. You know, I'd really have to just go, like sheer willpower, and eat a shit ton of pre-workout to get in there and you know, get my shit done. And you know, even before, I was still making gains, slowly, but I was still making gains in the gym. But it would really wipe me out to go and work out. I would work out and I'd come home and I would just kind of collapse on the couch and not be able to do shit for like 2 hours. But the biggest thing, and this isn't something I've really talked about, as my fucking energy levels have been going down for the past couple years, you know, and just like my motivation to do shit. And it used to be when I was, you know, a little bit younger, you know, I was very fucking ambitious, a very motivated person, the kind of guy that, you know, just gets up and, you know, has all these plans and ideas and tries to get shit done all the time. And it's been like this slow creep where, you know, I just fucking tired and I go to work and I come home and I just don't feel like doing shit. You know, I just fucking sit on the couch and I don't want to do shit. And I just generally feel like, you know, terrible all day. And because, you know, like I didn't really have any energy or motivation, this kind of, you know, built into where I was actually depressed quite a lot. You know, like I just didn't see any sort of good shit in life. You know, everything was just a bunch of bullshit I had to deal with, you know, and I did it, but I didn't enjoy it. You know, I didn't enjoy my job anymore. I didn't enjoy doing anything. And probably the worst part of this whole deal was my outlook when it comes to the future. Whereas previously, you know, I always looked to the future like with plans or, you know, things that I would hope to accomplish, like, oh, in the next couple years I hope to do this. It got to the fucking point where when I thought about my future, the only thing I could think of was drudgery and work, you know, slaving away at a job until the day I died. And then they'd throw me in a ditch and put some dirt on me. Which is no fucking way to look at life, you know what I'm saying? And I got to the point that I just didn't care. I didn't care if I did well at things. I didn't care if, you know, my YouTube channel did well. You know, not in a I don't give a fuck kind of way. I just didn't care anymore. I didn't care about the channel. I didn't care about work or anything else in life. And it was luckily it was my wife. All right, she's the one that kind of opened the door, because they had a free health screening in town. And if you can find something like this, it's fucking so worth it. They had a free health screening in town to where, you know, they check your shit out. And so I went into that, and again, I was not expecting testosterone to be one of my issues. But when they ran the test, they found that my testosterone was at 270. And that's low. They told me that the range for normal males, like all males, is somewhere between 250 and 1,000. 1,000 would be really fucking crazy. So like a young, say 20-something healthy guy would probably be around 400 to 600. They also found, weirdly enough, that I was actually malnutritioned and in vitamin D. I have no idea how. I drink lots of milk, and you know, I eat vegetables and shit like that. But apparently, I don't know, maybe my body's having trouble absorbing it or something. So they put me on massive doses of vitamin D. So the one thing I guess I want to say for you guys, you know, if you're a dude, you know, I mean, this can happen even to younger guys. There's been studies, and at least in the United States, the average testosterone of men has been going down year by year by year. Every year it gets lower. Something is fucking us up over here. And I don't know what, I imagine that it's the same in Europe and elsewhere, but you know, I don't know. And I've done a lot of reading on this shit. There is some fucking scientific studies that have linked fluoride in the water to decreasing testosterone, so that might be a thing. And I mean, I don't know, like shit with our food and stuff, but there's something in our environment that is actually lowering our testosterone. Now, I know some people that are like conspiracy theory and think that this is done on purpose in order to make, you know, us males less aggressive and more docile. I'm not necessarily buying into that. I more think that, you know, we just have so much bullshit going on. We eat and drink so many artificial foreign chemicals and products and things, and we don't really know what the effect of all this stuff is going to be. But there's something going on, obviously, if our testosterone is dropping. So, you know, literally, you know, our grandfathers and great-grandfathers were more manly than us, but that should come as no surprise. I think it also has to do with our more just sort of peaceful, docile, office-working kind of fucking atmosphere that we live in. I think the social aspects can affect it too. But I guess, you know, the main thing is that low testosterone doesn't necessarily mean that you're some like little pussy man, or that you're like a beta male or a bitch or something like that. You know, if you're a dude and you are just like feeling like shit, you might want to get your test checked. You know, it can be a fucking issue. So they told me that, you know, low testosterone makes it so that you don't hit the lowest levels of sleep, so that even when you sleep, you don't hit like the lowest levels that you're supposed to. And that explains why for years, like, I've had horrible sleep, and, you know, sleep for fucking 9 hours and wake up and I'm still tired and I feel like shit. And one really weird thing is, and I never thought about this before, but it's been probably like 5 or 6 years since I've dreamed, or at least since I remember having a dream. I mean, I think I'm probably still having dreams, because as far as I know, if you don't have REM sleep, you like die and shit. So I imagine I was dreaming to some extent, but I wasn't dreaming enough that I would remember it. And that's one thing, you know, I'll get into, but that's one thing that's changed. I have dreams now. I dream when I go to sleep at night. So like I'm sleeping differently. And that may be partially due to the vitamin D as well. But man, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy, the kind of shit. So, you know, don't think that low testosterone is just like shit for like old dudes. You know, like like I've seen a lot of guys up there at the clinic where I go to. It's like old guys that, you know, their peckers don't work, or, You know, I mean, and whatever, if that's your thing, fine. But it can also just be like a serious health thing. You know, like if you just feel bad, or if you feel depressed, or you don't feel motivation and energy, regardless, you know, 20s or 30s, that it's definitely worth getting fucking blood panels done. And I think that this is going to become more common. Alright, I'm going to cut the video there. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to make another video where I talk about what the effects of the test. As of today, I've been getting injections for 3 weeks now, and the results have been fucking insane. Like, I can't believe what the results have been from the testosterone injections. So I want to make a full video just talking about the changes that I've noticed other than dreaming and shit. So look for that video soon.